They don't always say it. They don't always show it in obvious ways. But deep desire, real desire, has its own quiet language. It's not shouted, it's sensed. And if your heart is cluttered, if your mind is chaotic, you'll miss it. A woman won't always tell you she wants you, but her energy, her presence, her subtle shifts, they do. The question is, are you still too distracted to feel it? Or are you ready to become the kind of man who listens to the silence between the words, who sees the truth behind the glances? Because a man of deep connection, a man anchored in emotional clarity and grounded awareness, knows how to read the quiet intensity behind her eyes. He doesn't beg. He doesn't chase. He notices. He understands. And she responds, not to pressure, but to presence. Let's explore 5 subtle yet powerful signs that a woman secretly desires you through the lens of stillness, self-respect, and emotional wisdom. 1. Her eyes tell you everything. The eyes are messengers of the soul. They say what lips never dare. A woman's glance can hold more truth than an entire conversation. A prolonged look, a sudden softness, pupils that widen when you speak, these aren't coincidences. They're quiet invitations. She watches you not just to admire, but to feel seen in return. Her eyes flicker between courage and vulnerability, between wanting and protecting. And a man who is truly present won't react with hunger, but with understanding, as Marcus Aurelius said, "Look not with lust, but with understanding. Do not react. Simply see." To feel her truth, you must be still enough to witness it, too. She finds reasons to be near you. Nothing is random in emotional gravity. She shows up. She drifts near. She lingers a little too long in spaces where you stand. It may look like coincidence, but the heart rarely acts without reason. Desire pulls her closer. It wants to touch, even if just slightly. To feel you without saying so, and if she sacrifices her comfort, her distance, or even her schedule just to be around you, it speaks louder than words. But here's the discipline. Don't chase her nearness. Let her come. Let her orbit. You are not the storm. You are the mountain. 3. She mirrors your energy. When a woman reflects your tone, your pace, your posture, it's not mimicry, it's resonance. It's her soul quietly aligning with yours. If you are calm, she softens. If you are grounded, she relaxes. The Stoics called this sympatheia, an unseen harmony of souls. But here's the catch. If you bring chaos, she mirrors that too. So the real work is inward. Emotional clarity. Inner peace. A man who radiates centeredness invites her into a space where she can safely reflect it. As Epictetus said, first, say to yourself what you would be, then do what you must become. She follows the rhythm of a man who knows who he is. 4. She tests you, but gently. Desire doesn't always present itself as warmth. Sometimes it's playfully challenging. A tease, a question, a withdrawal, not to confuse you but to feel your center. Women test what they want to trust. What they hope is strong enough to handle them. These aren't games, they're emotional vetting. Will you stay calm when she challenges you? Will you hold your frame when she tests your confidence? If you crumble, she pulls back. If you remain steady, she leans in. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Stay still. Let her feel your emotional gravity. 5. Her guard comes down around you. A woman who truly desires you doesn't just flirt, she softens. She drops the mask. Her laughter becomes real. Her conversation gets personal. In a world that often forces women to be guarded, this is sacred. Her openness is a gift, but it only comes to the man who doesn't need it. The man who isn't performing. The one who's not trying to impress, but is fully present, fully grounded, fully himself. This is the paradox of attraction. The less you seek, the more she reveals. As Seneca warned, he who is everywhere is nowhere. Be rooted, be clear. And let her come closer, not because you pulled, but because you stood still. Desire rarely shouts. It whispers. And it's only heard by the man who listens with more than ears, who listens with stillness, with awareness, with presence. You're not here to control or manipulate. You're here to understand, to connect. For the deepest connection isn't made through words, it's felt in the space between them. Master yourself, and she will reveal herself. This is how a man connected to himself experiences love. This is the deep connection.